Welcome to Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. Today's class is going to focus on our waist and our ribs. These often overlooked areas are actually really important for our posture and for free and easy breathing. In today's practice, we'll stretch, strengthen and release these areas to create space for deeper, more nourishing breaths and to create a greater sense of ease in the body. So let's get started. Come to a comfortable seated position on your mat or on a chair and feel your sit bones connect with your seat. And just begin to relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Then we're going to place our hands on our low ribs, keeping your shoulders relaxed as you do this. When you're ready, you can either close your eyes or just gaze gently at the ground in front of you. And then just focus on your breath and notice what movement you feel. So the breath should be coming in through the nose and out through the nose. So with your eyes closed, your hands on your ribs, just notice the movement in your body as you breathe in and out. And then begin to focus on, as you breathe in through your nose, try and allow your ribs to press into your hands. And as you breathe out through your nose, feel your ribs move away from your hands. Allow the breath to slow down and become deeper in its own time. Don't force the breath. Just try to relax and enable the breath to expand into the ribs on the inhale. And then the ribs become smaller, they contract on the exhale. Then just release your hands down onto your legs. Then, again checking that your spine is long and tall, take a breath in to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale you're going to twist and look over the left shoulder. So twist your body round, place your left fingertips down behind you, your right hand can come onto your knee, and then turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Breathe in, feel the ribcage expand. Breathe out, feel the ribcage contract. Breathe into the ribcage, and as you breathe out, twist back to the center. Let's do the same on the other side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist the body round. Place the right fingers on the ground behind you. Look over your right shoulder and your left hand can come onto your right knee. Breathe into the rib cage. Breathe out. Breathe into the rib cage. And then breathe out to twist back to the center. Now we're going to stretch into the waist with a side bend. So place your right hand on the mat beside you. Inhale your left arm alongside your left ear, reaching your fingers for the sky. And then as you exhale, reach over to the right, keeping your left sit bone firmly on the mat. So stretching. You can look down at the mat or you can look up towards your hand. Keep drawing that shoulder back. So you're nice and open in the chest, you're not rounding forward like this. Keep your arm nice and straight and your shoulder relaxed. Breathing into the ribs. Breathing out. Breathing into the ribs. And on your next exhale, come back up and bring that arm back down to the earth. Inhale your right arm alongside your right ear, and then exhale to reach over to the left, keeping your right sit bone pressing firmly down. Don't worry about how far you can go. I can go further than I'm showing here, but I'm not in the correct posture. You're trying to keep your spine nice and tall and straight, your sit bone firmly on the earth. And as you breathe, you should feel your breath press into the ribs. Breathe into the rib cage one more time. And as you breathe out, come back up and bring that hand back down onto the mat. Okay, now we're going to come onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position. So your knees are beneath your hips, your wrists are beneath your shoulders, and your fingers spread wide. And then from here, you're going to step your right foot back, so your right leg is straight, and then just slide that right toe along the floor as if you're drawing a semicircle. The foot passes behind the left foot and it comes over towards the left side of the body. Then you can just place your toes down once you've reached your comfortable maximum, and you're gently stretching into the right side of the body. If you would like a little bit more, you're going to look towards your right, is that the right leg? Yeah, the right foot. Gaze towards that right foot and breathe into that rib cage. Breathe out, breathe in. And as you breathe out, slide that foot back behind the hip, bend the knee and place the knee beneath the hip again. And just take a breath here. Then extend your left leg out behind you. Your toe is touching down on the mat. And then begin to draw that semicircle behind you. The left foot passes behind the right until you've gone as far as you can. Your toes can curl under. And then you can gaze towards that left foot and breathe. Feel your left side extend and your right side contract. And breathe into that rib cage. And then on your next exhale, slide that foot back and place your knee beneath your hips. And take a couple of breaths here. From here, we're going to move into downward facing dog. So step your hands forward about one hand's length in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes and lift your hips to the sky. At the same time, you're pressing into your hands, bringing your chest towards your thighs, and really lift those sit bones towards the sky. Press the earth away with your hands and feel the length up the sides of your body all the way to your sit bones. And then when you're ready, step that right foot forward between your hands, place your back knee down, come onto the top of your back foot, lift your chest coming up onto your fingertips. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, take hold of your left wrist, so wrap your thumb and your index finger around your left wrist, lengthen that left arm, and then exhale to lean over just a little bit towards the right, stretching into that left side. And breathe into the rib cage. Breathe out. Breathe in to come back up. Breathe out. Your hands come down on either side of your foot. Curl the toes, lift the knee, lift the hips as you step back to downward facing dog, and breathe. And then on your next inhale, step that left foot forward this time. Place the back knee down, come onto the top of the back foot, come up on your fingertips as you lift your chest, gently engaging your right glute to support that hip. And then inhale the arms up take hold of your right wrist this time. Your left finger and thumb wrap around the right wrist, lengthen that arm, and then lean over to the left just a little bit until you feel the stretch. Breathe into the ribs. And then inhale back up, and exhale. Place the hands down on the mat on either side of the foot. Curl the back toes, lift the back knee, and this time you're stepping the foot back to plank. Now if this is too intense with your knees lifted, just place your knees down, keep your core drawing in, and you'll still have a strong plank just supported with the knees. So from here, whether your knees are lifted or down, you're going to roll onto the outside edge of your foot and lift your top hand to the sky, or place your top hand on your waist. Draw your waist away from the earth, strengthening that side of the body. Come back to plank, and then roll onto the other foot, lifting the top hand to the sky. Your knee might be down for support, that's okay. Your top hand might be on your waist if you have shoulder issues. And then come back to plank. Then from here, place your knees down and then walk your hands towards you as you come up onto high knees. Let me turn to face you. So you're kneeling up high. If you need a little bit of padding on your knees, you can place a blanket beneath your knees, or you can do this standing if you have issues being on your knees like this. Then we're going to step the right leg out. Keep the body up tall. Inhale your left arm alongside your ear, and then exhale as you reach the right hand down the right leg, and the left hand reaches over, and you're lengthening this side of the body. Keep the shoulder relaxed so you don't end up with tension in the shoulder and neck. You can look down towards your foot, you can look straight ahead, or you can look up towards your hand. Then bring the body back up, bring the arm down. Place your hands on the mat, swivel this back foot forward, and we're going to sit down with our right leg extended and our left foot on the inner thigh. Sitting up tall, we're going to twist the body to look towards the bent knee. And then we're lengthening the body along the straight leg. Gently flex this foot on the straight leg to keep the leg active. I like to bring my left arm alongside my ear. You can do that, or if you prefer, you can just keep your hand on your hip. So inhaling that left arm up, if you plan to do that, make sure your body is twisted towards the bent knee, and then reach the left hand and the right shoulder towards the foot on the straight leg, lengthening your body along the straight leg. Again, it doesn't matter how low you go, how close you get to the leg. You really want to keep that body open. Draw the top shoulder back. And breathe into that rib cage. Keep lengthening the arm. To come out of this safely, look towards the straight knee, and now allow that top arm to move forward, sweeping it round in front of you and sweeping the body back up. Then we're going to place our left hand behind us. Take your right arm out in front. We're coming into a variation on wild things. So we're going to lift our hips off the ground, taking your weight in the back arm, and just reach back, opening up the body, a nice stretch into the right side, and then bring your hips down, and then make your way back up onto your high knees, and we'll repeat that sequence on the other side. So coming up high on your knees, we're going to extend the left leg out to the side, your left hand on your thigh, right arm, inhale that alongside your ear, and then you exhale to lengthen that arm. Left arm lengthens down the leg, and the right arm reaches over to the left side. And breathe. Feel the stretch, the lengthening in your waist and ribs, and breathe into that rib cage. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And then inhale, back up to center. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Swivel that shin, that foot in front of you, and come to sitting with your left leg long, extending out to the side, and your right foot on your inner thigh. Sit up tall, twist to face your chest to the bent leg. Inhale your right arm alongside your right ear, and then reach over towards that foot on the straight leg. So your left shoulder is coming towards your left knee, and your right arm is reaching over your ear towards that foot. And you're opening up in the chest, drawing the shoulder back, look towards the sky, and breathe into those ribs. And as you exhale, look towards that straight knee. Sweep the arm forward across the front of the body and bring the body back up. Let's take the right hand, place it behind the back. The left arm reaches out in front, and we reach up and over, sending the hips up off the ground, pushing the hips forward, and feel your rib cage open on the left side, and breathe. Variation on Wild Thing, and then the hips come back down to the earth. Nice. Okay, now let's come onto our tummy. So come to lying flat on your tummy, your chin on the mat. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders, then slide them back a little so that they are in line with your chest. Your elbows will probably want to fall open. We want to hug the elbows close to the ribs and keep hugging them throughout this posture. Take a breath in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, press the tops of the feet into the mat, engage the thighs, press the pelvis into the mat. So you need to engage your quads for that, and begin to lift your chest using only your back strength. Hug the elbows close, draw the shoulder blades down, and if this feels okay, you can press the hands into the earth and lift the chest higher. Keep bringing the shoulders down away from the ears, and breathe. Feel the stretch in the front of the torso. Then come onto your knees, the hips move back, keep pressing into the hands, big toes come together, your knees widen a little as you send your hips back towards your heels, walking your hands back as much as you need to let your sit bones go back as far as they will go. Then lower your forehead towards the mat, resting it on the mat if it will reach. With your arms reaching out as far forward as they can. From here, we're going to walk our hands to the left side of the mat. Your head moves with them. Rest the forehead on the mat once you've gone as far as you comfortably can, stretching into the right side of the body. And again, breathing into that rib cage. Walk the hands back to center and continue on over to the right side of the mat, resting the forehead down when you've gone as far as you comfortably can. Breathing into the ribcage. And then walk your hands back to center. Rest your forehead on the mat for a few breaths, feeling the length in the torso, feeling the sides of the body lengthen, and feeling the breath press against the ribcage on the inhale. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands towards you, making your way gently and mindfully to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in, feel the ribcage expand, and a deep breath out. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. If you enjoyed the class and you would like to find more of my classes, please remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.